Hi everyone, I'm Viddy and welcome to a new video from my home studio. I hope you are well. Today's practice is a seated practice, a chair yoga sequence focusing a little bit on opening the hips and also finding relaxation. So this would be perfect to do at your desk. You can do it at your table, on your couch, or wherever you can find a nice and comfortable seat. Now, I use one prop when I do chair yoga because I'm quite short and my heels don't really touch the ground on most chairs. So usually I use a yoga block, but in our last video here on YouTube, I explained that you could also use a pan. And since all my yoga blocks were upstairs and my pans are here, I figured I'd demo this. So I took a nice cast iron pan that I have. I'm going to put it upside down and just place my feet on there. Now, as you can see, maybe instantly, there's a little bit more relaxation in the hips because my feet can now rest with the soles on the pan. So if you have longer legs than I do, use the ground. But if you notice that the heels are just slightly off the ground, go grab something to put underneath your feet. It can be a yoga block, it can be a stack of blankets, it can be books, or if you're close to your kitchen like I was, you can use a pan. And then we'll start with both feet resting on the pan and just taking a moment to notice when you sit down, how is your posture? Because usually that tells you a little bit about how you're doing. So for me, it's been a little bit hectic getting everything ready to do this recording, and I noticed that I'm leaning forward, which is something I often do. So right there, I noticed that I could probably release a little bit of tension. So I'm going to settle in. And maybe if you're very tired, you notice that you are really rounding your spine and slumping a little bit. So we're going to try to find the middle of those two. We're not going to be eagerly forward. We're not going to be really slumped. But we're just going to take our time to settle in, allow the rib cage and the shoulders to be above our hips, and then allow your hands to rest wherever they're comfortable. We can take a moment here to close our eyes. Now, if closing your eyes is something you're not comfortable with, as always, you're welcome to peek through your eyelashes. But take a moment, just a few breaths, to start bringing your attention inward. We won't be here long. This will be about a 15-minute practice. So tell yourself that it's okay for 15 minutes to focus on nothing else except yourself. Take a nice deep breath in. Imagine yourself becoming a little bit heavier in your seat as you exhale. We'll do one more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Then we'll place the hands, palms facing down on our legs. Take a moment to look at your hands. Spread your fingers wide. And then we're going to create a little bit of extra length in your spine. So almost as if your hands are helping you, you push down and you find that little bit of extra length. Relax your shoulders down again on your exhale. Just taking a moment to notice the difference between this conscious upright position and the position you were in before. Keeping that contact of your hands on your legs, maybe just gentle pressure, pushing softly down. Taking a nice deep inhale, expand your rib cage this time. Exhale everything out. We'll do 2 more of those, really focusing on the rib cage, expanding it as we inhale. And feel the contraction there as we exhale. One more. Beautiful. We're going to come in to Anjali Mudra. Bring the palms of the hands together in front of your heart. Relax the elbows. Let them be heavy here. And just focus on that contact of the palms and also the tips of your fingers. And then on your inhale, we are going to come into the Lotus Mudra, which means that the bottom of the palms will stay connected, but the fingers will start to open, almost as if you're holding on to a lotus flower. elbows can come together. Now, for some people, that will be easy. Other people will be here, not able to bring the elbows together. So you go as far as your body allows you to. And then focus on the shoulder blades. Notice the stretch that's coming in between the shoulder blades here. Take a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, palms and fingers come together. Elbows go wide this time, really creating pressure between the palms of your hands. And then once again, bringing the elbows together as we open our arms, open our hands. Really spread your fingers wide. Take a nice deep breath in. And then one more time, palms and fingers come together, elbows go wide. Really apply as much pressure as you can. Now, if you have painful wrists, a good option here is to make a fist and then cup that fist with your other hand. So if this wrist is painful and can't do this, you can do this. Whichever variation you choose, really focus on pushing the palms and the fingertips together. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhaling everything out. Let the hands come back down. We're going to come into our cow variation. We roll the shoulder blades closer towards your spine. We roll the shoulder blades closer towards your spine and then slide them down in the direction of your hips as you open your heart space and arch your back. If it feels right, you can lift your chin. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhaling, pulling the belly button in, start rounding your spine. Allow the chin to come towards your chest and really round here. Now follow your breath. Every inhale, open the heart space, roll the shoulder blades together and down. Every exhale, start allowing space between the shoulder blades as your spine rounds and your chin comes to chest. We'll do just one more. Inhaling, opening. Exhaling, turning inwards. And this time from our rounded spine, we're going to roll up, creating length all the way to the top of your head. Rest your shoulders, relax your fingers. And then we'll bring our right ankle up to our left leg. So make sure that that foot is supported. If you need to move your pan or your block, feel free to do so. And then make sure that both sitting bones are connected to your chair. The right foot is going to flex, so you're going to pull the toes in the direction of your shin. And just take a moment. Now, for some people, this is a really comfortable position. For other people, this can be really tight in your hips. So if it's tight for you in your hips, feel free to maybe move the leg a little bit more in the opposite direction, creating a little bit less of a hip opener. So you go where it's comfortable for you, flexing that foot always. We protect the knee that way. And then we'll just create that length in the spine again, taking a nice deep breath in here. Exhaling everything out. Hands go down. And they go down so they can go up. On your next inhale, bring them forward and all the way up. Take a nice deep breath in. Reach a little bit higher. As you exhale, fold forward, bringing your chest in the direction of your legs. And allow the hands to become heavy again. Head becomes heavy, chin comes to chest. And now notice what's happening in that right hip area. See if you can really allow the body to soften. And you'll notice that the more you soften, the deeper the stretch in that right hip will be. So if it's too much, feel free to bring your hands onto your legs to prop yourself up a little bit. If the stretch isn't deep enough for you, really consciously allow the whole body and the head to become heavier. Take one more deep inhale here, really expanding your ribcage once again. Exhaling everything out. We'll stretch the arms forward, bringing the body all the way back up. Fingertips point towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll bring the hands down, bringing your left hand to your shin and the right hand to your thigh. And now just gently take a look at your knee and just gently push it down really softly. Keep flexing that foot to protect your knee. Just apply a little bit of pressure. It's almost like you're carefully opening a door. That's the amount of pressure. So it's really gentle. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale everything out. Keep the pressure as it is. Beautiful. Now we're going to move in the opposite direction. We're going to hold that knee, wrap our arms around it, and gently start pulling it closer. You pull it as close as is comfortable. Again, this will be different for everyone. I like interlacing my fingers to really be able to catch that knee. And then as you inhale, lengthen the spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Breathe as deeply as you can. Exhaling, relax your shoulders on the way out. Beautiful. And then we'll allow the knee to come back down and just take a moment here to feel. Relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your face, maybe closing your eyes, moving inward just a little bit easier. Nice deep inhale here. Sigh it out this time. Perfect. Bringing that foot down. And then we'll take a moment to move our pan or our block to the opposite side, and we'll move on to the other side. Bringing, again, the ankle to the thigh. Notice how this side feels. Left and right hip, usually completely different. So if you notice that the left hip is tighter, remember you can always move your foot a little bit farther in the opposite direction, and it will change the stretch in your hip. So you go with what's comfortable. And again, you flex the foot, bring the toes, little pops happening here, bring the toes in the direction of your shin. Creating length, taking a nice deep inhale. Exhaling, relax the shoulders, arms come to the sides, and here we go. Stretching the arms forward and all the way up, creating extra length. Take an extra inhale here, we'll pause. Take an extra inhale, reaching higher. Exhaling, folding forward, bringing your chest in the direction of those legs. Bring the arms all the way down to the sides, and then start softening. We'll stay here for a few breaths. That left foot stays flexed, but everything else can soften here. Allow the head and the spine to round. And again, if this is too intense for the hips, feel free to rest your arms on the legs to come just a little bit more up with your body. So again, taking time to settle in, make sure you soften your face. There's absolutely no need for tension. And then take one more deep inhale. Exhaling everything out. Here we go. Arms start stretching and reaching forward, and then the body comes all the way back up, creating a length in the upper body. Fingertips reach towards the ceiling. One more deep inhale here. Exhaling, bringing the hands down towards our leg. Again, one hand on the shin, the other one on the thigh. Gentle pressure, as if you're carefully opening that door. Use the palm of your hand to just gently push the leg away from you, down in the direction of the ground. And then fill your body with a nice deep inhale here, inhaling as deeply as you can. Exhaling everything out. Moving to the opposite direction, really as if you're carefully picking up something very precious, which you are, because you are precious. Bring your leg closer to you. Feel the stretch. Make sure that it's comfortable. If you want, you can interlace the fingers again. Relax the shoulders. Nice deep inhale. Exhaling everything out. Perfect. And then we'll slowly allow the leg to come back down. We'll step the feet both again on the block. So maybe move your pan or your block and just take a moment here. We'll start lengthening the spine one more time. We'll roll the shoulders up towards the ears. Inhale. Sigh it out. Roll the shoulders back and down. Perfect. Bring the palms of the hands together. We'll bring the thumbs to the third eye, right between the eyes. Taking one more deep inhale and then hold the breath for just 1 or 2 seconds. As we exhale, we bow. Namaste.